Welcome to Silly Girl Trips, and thank you for joining me as I journey through the trips of my life. And today is May 18th. We've already done the walk. Me and my family, we walked in the sprinkles and the dogs. We kind of made it fast because it was raining, but then it got better with Pawzercise. So I am here doing Pawzercise at the park on Saturday, May 18th, and feeling really great. And I challenge everyone that couldn't make it out today to do a 40-minute walk. I don't care where you go, what you do, but make it a 40-minute walk. 20 minutes to the car, 20 minutes to the store. 40 minutes killed. So I challenge you that didn't make it out today to go out there and get your Pawzercise on. And so now that we're done with that, I want to take this opportunity to talk about depression, the subject for this walking event, today's walking event. Very serious subject, and I deal with this all the time, and I've talked about it before. So I won't, what they say, beat a dead horse. So we're gonna just jump right into it. Some of the things that I did, and also please keep in mind, I am not medically trained, nor am I a doctor, a therapist, a counselor, or any of that stuff. I am just a person that has mental illness and wants to make a difference, and I want to be healthy, and I want to learn how, and I want to share it with people because I love me, and I want to keep loving me, and I love you, and I want you to keep loving you. So here we go. Some of the things that we want to look at were like thoughts. So frequent thoughts, those Debbie Downer thoughts, like where you criticize yourself, those are thoughts, those are signs of depression. Things like it says indecisiveness, I'm very confusion, and of course thoughts of death or suicide, the ultimate. And I know a lot of people that have acted on this, so this is something that is it's not something I want to talk lightly about. It's something I want to talk really serious about, but but not everybody out there is going to be strong enough right now to admit to it or to seek the help that they need. So I hope this helps. Let's move over to emotions. So if those are thoughts, if you're having those kind of thoughts, but if you're experiencing emotions or know somebody that's totally changed over, like now you just see them sad, they deal with anxiety, maybe they have some guilt, they're easy to anger, they go through mood swings and they feel helpless or hopeless, but they're too that's the part, helpless and hopeless. Most people do not want to admit into that because it's like a sign of weakness. But if you don't admit to that, then you won't know that you have an issue, and you won't be strong enough or have the strength or the courage to get the help that you need or to start healing or learning how to treat yourself. Because depression, I'm learning, is something that is treatable by changing a few things. And so if you are also seeing somebody's behavior change, they cry a lot, withdrawn from others, neglect responsibilities, changes in personal appearance, moving more slowly, just somebody that's just negative about things, and then showing it through their physical being, like my mom, them can know when I'm going through crap because really at my worst depression, because I'm about to grow dreads. I don't comb my hair. I just let it go. I don't care about what I wear, mismatch. I don't care, and I don't care if anybody does like it or not, So those are signs that, maybe somebody's going through it, and maybe you need to reach out and be like, hey, are you okay? Are things okay? And you'd be surprised. It's those moments that people have asked me that where I feel inside I'm thinking, I don't want to talk to you. But then I open my mouth and all these things come out that I didn't even realize that were holding me back or making me sad or leaving me in that negativity. And so I want to change that. So now that we know a little bit more of the symptoms, substance abuse is another physical thing, unexplained aches and pains, weight gain and loss. So you can really have physical pains and things like that from your body when you're feeling down. So in other words, mental illness affects everything, and it will affect your body, your health, your physical being. So you need to learn to treat yourself. And one of the ways, is to do something different than what you already do. Definitely turn that smile upside down, or is it turn that frown upside down? And then, and see the world in a different light. And with that, with saying that, I wanted to share a wonderful quote or a saying by a motivational speaker. He's also an American author. He passed away, but his name is Wayne Dyer. I saw this and it stuck in my mind, and I hope it can help you out there. So the quote of the day is by Wayne Dyer, and he says, "Change the way you look at things, and things you look at change. Change the way you look at things, and things that you look at change." So you have to change the way you look at your day. You have to change the way you look at yourself. You have to change the way you think about yourself, and you have to change the way outcomes. And you got to not think about so much about what other people think, but think more about how you feel. Make you important, and everything else will fall in line. And so my goal is to help me become more positive, turning my negativities into positivityness. And that's like me listening to motivational speakers, reading motivational quotes, being out in the sun, doing things happy, spending time with my family. Whatever it is, do it. It's walking the dog, it's walking, getting this exercise. That's what does it for me. And so that's why I created Pawzercise, because it does help and it's natural. And trust me, I have a psychiatrist. I've been seeing my psychiatrist for years. I've been on every medication, as I said before. I now enjoy a higher quality of life, just walking and learning more about my disability. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to help you too. Another thing too, I think that would have helped my psychiatrist out a lot. That would help with treating me as well, and also help myself, was that maybe being able to track myself. And you can literally get like a depression checklist right off the internet for free. You can even Google a daily checklist, and I have those right here. Things like for the regular depression checklist, it breaks it down in categories. The one I got will rate it from 0 to 4. 0, of course, being not at all, and 4 being extreme, and then 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, or somewhat moderate and a lot, And so it's 1 to 25, and it does things like for thoughts and feeling sad or down in the dumps. Now the sun comes out after the rain. Crying spells or tearfulness. Feeling discouraged. Feeling hopeless. Feeling low self-esteem. Feeling unhappy, unloved, unliked. Feeling inadequate. These are things I don't even got to look at the paper to know that part. Activities and personal relationships. Loss of interest in family, loss of interest in activities, loss of interest in anything, not having ideas, motivated to do anything or wanting to do anything. You just want to sleep. You don't want to wake up. These are those kind of things. Feeling tired, physical symptoms. That's what what I just talked about. Wanting to sleep through things. Difficulty sleeping. Or me, I have an issue where I don't sleep at all. So, and when I start seeing that, I now start monitoring it, and I've taken it from, and because I've done this to myself, I realize that when I go through these spells of not getting enough sleep, like it starts off first like 6 hours, and then 5, 4, and then I don't sleep for 3 days and I only get 4 hours of sleep, and it drops to 3 hours of sleep for the next 2 days. So before, I didn't realize that. I didn't bother tracking it. And when I started tracking that weekly, right when I started seeing it, I did things to help myself. My psychiatrist gave me sleeping pills. I don't, I don't support pills or anything like that. I really didn't even take it. But I walk more. I get tired more. I play more. I do physical things. I spend longer time at the, outside. I clean the house. I do things. I move. I exhaust myself out. Or I force myself to cry, whatever. I go through it. But I wouldn't have known to do that if I didn't learn to track it track my depression or track it daily. And and this is what I mean by a daily tracker. 7 days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Little boxes, they rate it 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most, and putting things like fatigue. Today, I would say I would have rated myself a 7. So let's rate myself today. So restless sleeping, I got 3 hours of sleep, so that's like a 9. No appetite, so nervous. Well, I don't really eat in the morning because I don't really feel it, but I gorge at night. So that's like a problem I have. Nausea, don't have nausea. Didn't have a headache today. Unfocused. I think I was focused. I'd probably give myself a 9.5 on that today. Foggy mind, motivated. I am so motivated today. Bam! But there are days where I'm an Eeyore. Why? It doesn't matter. Why me? But that's not today, and I'm trying to never be like that. So, and I'm trying to help you not be that Eeyore either. And so, yeah, these are things. And then something that I want to end this with is just coping skills. That's why I invite you to Pawzercise. That's how come I created Pawzercise. That's how Pawzercise was invented. My husband didn't like me being on my medication because it made me crazy. And my psychiatrist knows it. I've been in there bawling, talking to him, going like, oh my God, I don't know what to freaking do. You know what I mean? Like, literally, I go through mental crap like that where people look at me and they really think I'm crazy because I really do act crazy. Because I'm like, when I hit those like stressed out moments, I'm talking to my freaking self. I'm doing shit like, why did I do that? Literally, this is me if you were watching me like a stranger, like, okay, like, what the heck? What do I do? Where was I? And then next thing you know, I'm like freaking crying. And I will cry in public. Like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care if you're looking at me. And then I'll be mad, like, why the fuck are you looking at me? Excuse my French. It's not French. But you know what I'm saying? These are the kind of things that I've gone through. And medication, it did help. But after a certain point, it plateaus and I'm plummeting, And literally, I have been at the point too where I've had suicidal thoughts. I've had thoughts of hurting myself. When I was younger, I was a cutter and I didn't understand, and these are things that I now understand, and now I could better talk to help myself. But not only that, I could better talk to my family, my kids, about things. I recognize things, and it's made it better for their lives, and that's all I'm trying to do, So coping things, and I printed that out online too for free. Coming outside to play with your kids is coping. Knitting is coping. Baking is coping. Cooking is coping. Talking to somebody is coping. Oh, this is my new favorite thing. Come on. Nature lovers. It says it in the freaking paper, so don't knock it. It says climb a tree. I can still climb a tree, by the way, but I'm not climbing this freaking tree because we're already there. But it also says hug a tree. So for those that need hugs or want to give hugs or get hugs, no one's around to give you a hug, hug yourself or go outside like the freaking paper says. Coping skills, coping tools, what helps? It says hug a tree. Oh, a tree is a living thing too, And out with my bad air. Tree, breathe it in with the oxygen the tree creates. So yeah, love yourself. I love you, and find ways, positive ways, and I'll share more coping skills as I go along. And thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget, I challenge you a 40-minute walk at least once this week. If you want to go for more than that, great. But I just challenge you for 40 minutes, 20 minutes to wherever you got to go. And then turn around, walk back 20 minutes. There you got it, 40 minutes. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love me. I love me. I love me. Most important, I love God. I love God. I love God. And God loves all of us. And I want to make a difference. I hope you make a difference. Please share. Follow me on my YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel. Follow me on my YouTube. Please subscribe down below, share, and ring that bell so you can, stay tuned for more of these, interesting things. Because I wanna make this my life. I wanna bring awareness to mental illness and also health. And I want you to join me on my Pawzercise walking and exercising club. Right now we're doing every Saturday events, and every Saturday we're going to talk about some kind of mental illness and some kind of way of helping yourself. I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and thank you again for tuning in. And I am out. Deuces, kick rocks, out.